Hi, welcome to my video today. Today, I want to show you how to just release the back of your legs, right? The hamstrings. Sometimes, when you bend over, you feel the tightness of your hamstrings to pick up something. Then that easily to cause the tightness of your lower back, right? Or maybe injury of your back. So let's keep that area released, right? And you feel the less stressful right there. And let's get started. So let's start with lying down on the floor. So you want to take a couple of breaths right here. If you need to take a few deep breaths, go ahead and do that so you can feel center right inside of your body, right? You're present at this moment, and then just hugging your right knee to your chest, and then take a deep breath in, squeezing your lower part of your belly. Bring your forehead to your knee, and release, and lower yourself back to the floor. And now roll yourself to the right side, right? Your knees to your right side. And just using your left hand, gently press the left hip on the floor so you feel the release of your hips. And then bring your leg back to the center and switch. Bring this knee into the left side of your body. Extend your right arm out. And now release and come back to center. And switch to the side. Extend your right leg back to the floor, hugging your left knee to your chest. Take a deep breath in. Bring your forehead to your left knee, and then lower yourself back to the floor, and lower this left knee to the floor. Right, you want to press your right hip to the floor, and so feel the spaciousness inside of your hip area. Right, keep your belly engaged, your core, and then come back to the center. Bring your knee to the center and lower this knee to the left side, and extend your left arm to the left. All right, so keep your left shoulder on the floor. There's no forced twist. And now release and come back to center right here. Keep your knees bent. Right, you want to bend. So keep your hips up. Come back to this. Just do a couple dynamic bridge right here. Bring your hands above your head. Right, so we're engaging our quads, and so we can release our hamstring right here. Come back. Come up. And now release and come back to center. And just bring your legs up right here. Extend your legs out, and maybe bring your feet up towards the. You're going to push yourself up, maybe bring your feet behind your head. And take your time, slowly lower yourself up. Keep your legs lifted and hands behind your back of your leg. And rock yourself up to a couple of times, up to a seat. From seat, you want to directly come up to a tabletop right here. So from tabletop, and we're just gonna push yourself up to a downward dog. All right, so you want to push yourself back to downward dog, and feel the stretch of your back of your leg. Trying to bend your knees if you need to, right? And pushing the hip towards the sky, right? So if you push your hips towards the sky, rotate hips forward, and you feel a deep stretch of your hamstring right here, right? If you need to bend your knees, go for it. So squeezing your belly. And now take a 2 big steps forward. Bring your feet forward. Feet between your hands. And come to a half forward bend. You want to squeeze in your belly deeply, right? Hands on your shins and lengthen your upper body. And this is another great pose for stretching your hamstring, right? So you have to rotate your hips forward. So you have to squeeze in your belly. Keep your mula bandha engaged. And now exhale, forward bend. So hands behind you can wrap around your hands behind your shin. Right? If this is not access for you, and you can just keep your knees bent, right? Trying to bring your palms towards the floor. And if you have a block in front of you, keep the hands on the block, and then slowly shooting your knees, right? Keep your belly touching the upper thighs right here. And this is another great pose for stretching on your back of your hamstrings. Right? Slowly straighten, but keep your belly touching your upper thighs. Right, another version is deeper. You can go deeper, hands behind your shin, just letting go your upper body, right? Let your head hang right here. Breathe. And now slowly release your hands and bring your hands up. Palms touching. The hands back to your heart. And inhale, hands up. Then exhale, hands back to the floor. Back to forward bend. Right, then inhale, push yourself up, come to half forward bend. Then exhale, hands back to the floor, step back to the plank or tabletop. Right, and lower yourself to the floor. And come up to a upward facing dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. All right, from downward facing dog, and you want to bring the right foot. Inhale, bring the right leg up to the sky. All right, feel the stretch of your hamstring of your left side. Then exhale, step forward. Come to low lunge right here. Low lunge, right? So we're stretching our hip flexors right here. Inhale, hands up. Then hands back to your heart. And then bring your hands back to the floor. Extend your left leg out. Come to a half monkey right here. And maybe you can shift your weight forward, right? And come back to lunge. And let's do 2 more times. Back to half monkey. And switch forward. Come to lunge. And then from here, and you want to push yourself back to downward dog. And inhale, bring your left leg up to the sky. Kick that foot towards the sky, right? Keep the hips square to the floor. And then step forward and lower the right knee on the floor. And you want to bring your hands up to the sky first. Reach. And then hands back to your heart. And then bring your hands back to the floor. Extend the left leg forward and come to half monkey right here. And then shift your weight forward and come to low lunge. And then shift your weight forward. And come back to the lunge. And then push yourself back to the dog. All right, so in downward dog, you want to squeeze in your belly, keep your knees bent, right? Trying to bring your heels to the floor. This is you should feel the stretch of your hamstring right here too. All right, from here, and then take a 2 big steps forward. To actually bring your right foot forward and just come up, right, to a standing pose, standing wide leg standing forward bend. All right, so you want to bring your hands, bring your toes in, heels out. All right, hands on your waist. And inhale, lift the ribs away. Then exhale, forward bend. Forward bend, right? From here, so squeezing your belly, you should feel the stretch of your entire back body. That includes the hamstring. Right, trying to bring top of your head to the floor. Hands on the ankles right here. Both your ankles, and slowly walk your hands to your right. Right, you want to touch in your right upper thigh with your belly area. Stay here. And then walk your hands to your left. And try to release your head. If you need to keep your knees bent, go for it. And just breathe. And slowly come back to the center and push yourself up. And let's toe heels in. And let's come to the top of the mat and lower yourself back to the floor now. Right, so we're going to come down to the floor. And come to seated forward bend. So you can keep your knees bent, but keep your, like we did during the standing forward bend, you want to keep your belly touching your upper thigh. Right, so inhale, lift the ribs away, then exhale, forward bend. Right, keep your belly touching your upper thighs first, then your ribcage, chest follows. Then walk your hands down to towards your feet, and if you can, extend your legs out. Right, keep your knees bent if you need to, and just go for keep your quads engaged. Slowly bring your belly touching your upper thighs, and release, release. Right, if you can walk your feet out a little bit, go for it. All right, gonna go a little deeper. So you have to rotate, hinge forward from your hips, rotate the hips forward, right? So you feel the stretch of your hamstring, release of your hamstring muscles. All right, release and slowly come back to the center and come back to the top and just lower yourself back to the floor. So from here, you want to keep your left leg on the floor or extend your right leg up, right? You want to grab the back of your shin or lift the left leg out. Bring this leg towards your, bring the right foot towards the top of the mat, right? So this is stretching our back of the leg right here. Or you can keep the left leg on the floor. Maybe keep the left leg bent if you need to. Or just pull this forehead to your shin. Breathe, breathe, and release. And just come back to the center and switch to the side. And extend your left leg up, right? So inhale, then exhale, bring your leg towards the back, top of the mat, right? Pointing your left foot towards the top of the mat. You grab the back of the shin. Breathe, breathe. So this is a split, full split, but lying down on the floor, right? The other direction, if you think about it. And now release, right? So if you need to keep this leg bent, go for it, right? Just come up a little higher and release. Come back to the center. And we're going to do this shoulder stand one more time like we did it during the warm-up. You want to bring your feet up, right? So using your hips, bring these feet towards the back of the mat. You want to squeeze in your belly. You extend your legs out, right? Feel the stretch of your hamstring. And from here, and just lower yourself back to the floor. Right, upper back done, and back to the floor. Just hug your knee to your chest. Slowly rock yourself from right to left. And you want to extend your arms out and bring your knees to your left, lower your knee to the left side body first. And then come back to center and switch to the side. And just hug your knee to your chest. And take a deep breath in, bring your forehead to your knees. And just thank your able body to give you this beautiful practice. And you should feel more spaciousness inside of around your collarbone area and your shoulder area. And take this energy with you to your day. And just letting go all the tensions and stress of your body. Just rest right here. Now slowly roll yourself to the side. And knees to your chest. And push yourself up. All right, thank you for watching. Namaste.